All right, I'm going to go over the pay scale. I'm going to keep it really simple. It's obviously, it could get more complex because you're dealing with hundreds of different kinds of people and different concessions or things that you might give to people to help them make the decision to buy, right? But I'm going to keep it really simple to just this top part right here. This is the pay scale. I'm going to define some of the terms here. So you start in this top left-hand corner, this column right here. This is FP plus. This is your pay level. This determines, FP plus, your pay level will determine your base commission rate, which is the most important thing. That's how you get paid. And so let's talk about what FP plus is. FP plus is really just two things smushed together. It's FP plus upgrades. Let's talk about this. So an FP is family protected. Okay, you go sell a house, you give them a new security system, that is one family protected. It doesn't matter if you sell them just a couple sensors and a panel, like a very simple system, or if you sell them every single thing Vivint has to offer. It's just one FP, one family protected. Upgrades are cool. I made $100,000 in upgrades alone last year. Upgrades are great. It's probably how you're going to make your first bit of money at Vivint. Upgrades are easy because the customer already has the system, they know the brand, usually love the system, and you can go and say, hey, you like what you have, let me get you the newer stuff, or let me get you more of what you like. And so it's, I don't know how to define that. It's an upgrade, right? That's easy. I'm not going to write anything there. It's an upgrade. So FP plus, your pay level up here on the pay scale, is determined by both families protected, how many of those you do, plus the upgrades that you do. So let me break down that math. And I'm going to give you an example. So you got a street here, okay? There's 3 homes on the street. These people already have Vivint, this one with the dot here, okay? So you're walking down, you go knock on this first door and you sell him. And when you sell this guy, he's an older guy, you sell him just a really basic security system. You sell him just the doorbell camera and then like the alarm system with a couple sensors for his doors and maybe a few windows, okay? That customer, he's going to be paying $65 a month. It's a very, very simple, basic security system. So you're going to get paid on $65 a month, and that's it. Then you go walk and you go a little bit further down, you point out the neighbor next door, and you're like, look, I just helped him out. Let me help you guys out too. And you sell this family, which is a little bit younger. They got a bunch of kids in like high school and college and stuff, and they want everything. They're techies. They love the idea. And so you sell them, and they're going to be paying $170 a month because they buy everything. That's the only reason why the price is different. They buy more stuff. They get more value, which is cool about Vivint. And then you go to this house that already has Vivint. You're like, look, I got these guys both set up. And, you know, it would be amiss of us as a company if we just went and talked to all the new neighbors, but never hit up the current customers and gave y'all an update on what we're doing. So let's get you an upgrade. And you upgrade their system, and you give them all the cool cameras, and keep that really simple. You're going to be paid on what you upgrade them, which let's call it $40 a month, just to keep it simple. So that's your day. That's a really good day. So in one day, you did 3 deals essentially. You did 2 FP. So you did one with this guy here with just the doorbell camera. Now he's not paying as much as the other people. It's because he got less, but it's still 1 FP plus. Okay, for this one, they got everything. They want everything, right? But still, it's just 1 FP plus. So you got another FP plus to notch on the win column. And then over here, you did an upgrade that was worth $40 a month. So let me kind of introduce some other language here, some other things you got to know here. Your average customer at Vivint pays $85 a month on average. Okay, why does that matter? Well, in order to get the plus upgrades part over here on what the FP plus is, what it stands for, you need it to be a decimal. And you get the decimal by figuring out what that number is divided by the average. So, for example, in this upgrade that you did today, you did $40 a month that they're paying. To figure out how much FP plus that will help you with on the pay scale, you divide that by, you guessed it, 85, which is the average. Let me do that on my watch here. 40 divided by 85. Where's my calculator? It's going to be about half or something, just a little bit less. 40 divided by 85 is 0.47, we'll call it. Okay. So on the day, you finished with 1 plus 1 plus 0.47, 2.47 FP plus. That is a solid day. That's a great day for a vet and a fantastic day for a rookie. Okay. So you scroll up here and you're like, okay, how much money did I just make today? Well, it depends on how many FP plus you have on the year. All the sales that you're making so far today do count towards the summer and everything like that. Okay. So if you sell, 5 before the summer starts, which is a really, really good goal for you to have as a brand new rookie, then that's 5 less that you need to sell to hit your big goal that we talked about as we were setting, plans and making goals and setting plans together. So 2.47 to see what you have made. It depends on where you're at. Let's say you've already sold 20 so far. You're like, it's the first month of the summer or 6th week of the summer, and you're at 20 something sales now. So you're going to look at this column right here. Oof, that was not a straight line. That was terrible. But you're going to look right here and you're going to see all the way across, just follow that line, and you're going to see, okay, well, it looks like at the 20 FP plus pay level, my rate is 6.41. So you're not going to do 2.47 times 6.41. You're going to do what we call the PRMR times times 6.41. Let me break this down. PRMR, good night. PRMR stands for payable recurring monthly revenue. I'm not going to write that out. This is really important. This is how much money you make. Payable recurring monthly revenue. So as you're probably guessing, let me pull up this highlighter here. If you go to and you look for the PRMR of your day to see how much money you just made, it's right here. It's how much money these people are paying. In other words, if you sell more stuff at Vivint, Vivint will pay you more. And so to see what you made on the day, you know what you did with the FP plus, but to see what you made money-wise, you take your PRMR, which I'm gonna add this up. It's 65 from that first guy that just got the doorbell camera, plus 170 because they wanted everything, plus the $40 for the upgrade. That was $275 of payable recurring monthly revenue that I added to the companies, and they're going to pay me for that. And I got to multiply that by my rate, which is determined by my FP plus pay level. So you go down to where you're at and you see, okay, I'm at this line, 6.41. That's what you will multiply to see how much you just made. I'm going to do that for you. 6.41 times the 275. Today, that one day, you made $17.62 and some change. That's a good day. Now, up front, everyone gets the same amount. Instead of this number here that we just multiplied, up front, to see what you made up front, what you'll get in your paycheck next week, you multiply what the customer is paying times 4. Okay, so 275 times 4, not times the 6.41, and still really good. If that's all you did on your first blitz was 2 deals and an upgrade, you still made $1,000. That's a great blitz. So that's how much you would be making up front. So again, trying to keep it really simple. The basic things you need to understand really well are PRMR. That's really important. FP plus, which is families protected plus upgrades. $85 is the average. And then your upfront is always 4 times customer payment. So if there's one thing you remember from this video, if you sign somebody up and they're paying $100 a month, then on Friday the next week, you can expect to earn $400 if their PRMR is $100 per month. So to keep it really simple, this is it. You didn't think you'd have to go back and do a little bit of math to figure out how much you'd be making here, but you get the knack for it. It's really not too complicated once you get it dialed. As always, hit me up or your leader up if you have any questions about pay and whatnot. Our job is to make sure you can understand this, speak this language, so that you can maximize your earnings. We want to put as many dollar bills in your pocket as we can.